Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Chiquis, and you've reached the voicemail box for Dear Chiquis. I'm here to give you advice on anything and everything you need help with. Maybe you're going through a breakup. Maybe you're having issues with your family. Or maybe you need help figuring out how to balance your checkbook or how to start a business. Whatever the case is, I want to hear from you. Remember, these are my thoughts and opinions, and if you're suffering from an issue or hardship, you should seek help from a qualified professional. All right, now go ahead and leave your question at the sound of the beep.
Hello, beautiful. This is Jackie. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for creating this safe space and just being so vulnerable, open, and honest with your podcast. You hit home on so many levels, and a lot of the times I'm literally in tears listening to your words, and just the amount of ways that I can relate to you, it's out of this world. Like, I've literally thought, like, I wish I can call her up and like just lay it all out and have a moment to vent, with someone that I feel can relate. And you've done that now. Like, you literally gave me the space to be able to leave you a voicemail, which I'm so happy. And congratulations on your engagement. I am so happy for all the new changes coming in your life. You deserve them and embrace them. You're so beautiful. And with your last episode, I just wanted to ask, I know, therapy is really important, which I have requested, but any more tips you can give on not projecting your current or your past PTSD traumas to your partner? Anything you can give me in advice would help. I appreciate you, and take care, and hopefully we can meet soon.
Jackie, you just made me smile so much. You guys make me so freaking happy. Like, you have no idea. So Jackie, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your words. Just thank you. My eyes are watery. Okay, so that's good that you are looking for therapy, for counseling. That's awesome. Any advice that I can give you? Well, let me tell you, I have things, and I guess you could say PTSD from like past relationships that I have been so intentional with not bringing them into my current relationship. But by the way, thank you so much for congratulating me on my engagement. The best advice I can give you is just being aware is like the first and the most important step. And stopping yourself in your tracks, like when you are about to say something or act a certain way because of your past traumas, for you to just literally stop yourself in your tracks and be like, wait, hold on. Let me change what I'm saying. Let me start over. Apologize, always being vulnerable and open and willing to just say, hey, I'm so sorry. And that's what I've done, because there are times when with Emilio, I will do something and I'm not proud of it. But in the moment, it's like the ego wants to take over. So I'll just step away and then I'll come back and I'll just say, Emilio, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have acted that way. Because honestly, like as much work as we do every single day, like some things are just going to happen, but you have to be aware of it and be humble enough to apologize and excuse yourself. So don't beat yourself up about it either. I think your partner will really appreciate that. And another thing, Jackie, is knowing that not every person that we encounter is the same and shouldn't be the same person with every person you encounter, if that makes sense. Like you should come in and say, I'm going to start with a clean slate. And it's okay, like to even be in a relationship for a year and just tell your partner, you know what? We have both made mistakes. We have both hurt each other's feelings. Can we just start on a clean slate again? I've done that where it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to bring anything up that happened in the past or what you did to me or anything. Let's just start over. And that always helps as well. It's just kind of like a reset sort of thing. So that's another thing as well. Therapy is definitely going to help. So I can't wait for you to start that. But that is the best advice I can give you now. And of course, like reading books on healing, yourself. Like I always said meditation and prayer, because when I meditate and start my day with prayer, I just feel like I'm in a better mood. Like I'm more at peace and I don't bark as much for the lack of a better word. But I hope that helps, Jackie. And maybe you can send me another question regarding a certain situation or a certain act, and then I can give you more advice. But I hope that helps, okay? Thank you so much. Te mando un abrazo. Big, big, big hug. Thank you. You made me really happy. The next question comes from an anonymous listener.
My question is, how did you deal with Johnny coming out? I know that when I came out to my family, they're very religious. And I know that you did talk about your mom. You don't know if she would have accepted it right away. But do you think that she would agree with Johnny at the end? Like, do you think that she would accept him?
Hi. Okay. Well, it was very tough because my family had a lot of opinions and a lot of things to say about it. But I just knew that I had to stand by Johnny and support him. We all had gone through so much with like losing our mom that I'm like, I have to have his back. And I have also had my share of, you know, I guess you could say like experiences, where I had a girlfriend as well. And so I was very familiar with that. So that's why I was so compassionate with Johnny. I can't say that all my family members accept Johnny 100%, but I think the fact that I was there with him 110%, 120%, I think it's helped him just live his true self. As far as my mom, it's hard to say whether she would accept him or not. From what I know, my mom would have had a hard time with it. But eventually she loved her kids so much that she'd be okay with it. Some time would have to pass. And then she would just say, you know what, if that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to live your life, then I love you and I'm going to walk you through it. Like I know my mother. My mom would have been a little resistant in the beginning, but just give her a little bit of time and then she'd come around because that's just what you do when you love your kids. It's like you want the best for them and you don't want to make their life harder. Thank you for your question, by the way. Okay, so the next question comes from Haiti.
I had a quick question. I love you, by the way. So I recently started a business. It's called Electric Smile. It's a teeth whitening business. Sometimes I feel like so cringy when I post about myself. I'm learning to accept that that's what you have to do when you're starting a business, but how do you get over that? And how do you get over the fear of just doubting yourself when you start a business?
Haiti, what a great question. And look at you. I love that. Starting your business. I love anything that's teeth whitening, girl. So if you want to send me one, I got you. Okay, well, it just takes time. I think with social media and everyone having an opinion and having something to say, and I get it, like it causes a little bit of anxiety. Every time before I post something, I'm like, okay, God, give me the strength. Just let me speak from the heart. I pray for everything. I'm always talking to God all day long. Okay, so that's just a little suggestion, a little advice. But I think it's just going to take time. And for you to really just say, you know what? Like, I have this platform, I have this business mind, and I'm grateful that God in the universe allowed me to do this. Give yourself more grace, to be honest. In other words, like just give yourself more grace. It's going to take a little bit of time. And for you, you have to just love yourself a little more. I get it. Sometimes I'm like, I see stuff or I hear myself and I'm like, damn, I'm going to do this better. But now I've learned, instead of just saying, oh my God, I hate this about myself and I don't like how I sound, I'm like, okay, next time I'm going to do this in a different way. I'm giving myself constructive criticism. So I get it, but give yourself more love. You know what I mean? Like it's going to take some time and little by little, you'll get better and you'll feel more comfortable. But I am very proud of you. That's awesome. I'm serious about if you want to send me a little, teeth whitening kit. I hope that helps, Haiti. Te mando un abrazo. And by the way, I love you too. Okay? Okay, our next question comes from Janae. Ooh.
Hi, Chiquis. My question for you today is, how do you deal with not seeing your manifestations come true quick enough? How do you stay motivated? How is it that you don't get impatient or discouraged on your journey? What is it that you do on the daily that really helps you stay consistent with being motivated and being inspired? Thank you so much, Chiquis. Love you.
Hi, Janae. Okay, girl, let me just tell you. I've talked about my vision boards and how I've been like manifesting and envisioning my life for so long. Crazy enough, Johnny, my brother, is working at my mom's office and he found like a bunch of my personal stuff in the files. And I had been writing a book, okay, on my computer, like manifesting that I was going to write a book. Wow, way back in 2007, okay? And it took till 2014 for it to manifest. Back then in 2007, I didn't know what I was going to write about. I had a whole title. I just knew I wanted a book. So with that being said, it took 7 years for me to see it come true. I think you just have to send out to the universe every single day. Literally, that's why a vision board works, because you look at it every day and you're like, okay, It's going to happen. And of course, it's not just like, oh, it's going to magically fall out of the sky. Like you need to do certain things on a daily basis to just say and throw good energy towards your goal, but it's going to take a while. Like I had on my vision board that I wanted to be on the Latina magazine cover for 4 years. And it happened like 4 years later, but it happened. You know, it's just like literally I'm like, it's going to happen one way or another. I don't know, but it's going to happen. And God is going to place everything in the right place. And I'm going to go in like the right path and everything's just going to happen. Like it's literally believing every single day and being patient. Like, and what you could do every day is just tell yourself it's coming. I feel it. It's almost there. And it's just like, it's an everyday thing. And then before you know it, it happens. And no, it sounds like, oh, that's a lot easier said than done, but it works. Manifesting and writing down your goals as much as you possibly can. Like when you write them down, I don't know what, there's so much power behind the pen and the pencil, like with you seeing it and writing it and believing it, it will happen, Janae. So just be patient. I know you probably like have heard that and it's like annoying, but I'm telling you, just be patient and believe in yourself and in what you're manifesting. I believe in you. And I know whatever it is, it will happen because your name is Janae and we're sisters. We're soul sisters apparently. So it's going to happen, girl. Don't even trip. Okay, Jackie, my lovely anonymous listener, Haiti and Janae, thank you so much for submitting your questions. I love being a big sister for you guys, and I really hope I helped put things into perspective for you all. And for the rest of my listeners, I'm happy to answer your questions about anything. Whether you're struggling in a relationship, friendship, have a question about health, beauty, or romance, leave your questions for me at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. Hasta la próxima. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, and check us out on YouTube.